Okay. I love how lastminute.com this is. Like I've just seen this this presentation and I'm like, oh, okay, good, we got it done in time. Like 5 seconds before. Great. Yes, hello, hi, and welcome to the full moon in Virgo. We are what, March 2023?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm joined by the lovely Amu Clarity, who you've grown to know and love. She's here all the way from Jamaica. And Jamaica, we're going to be jumping right straight into it. The full moon in Virgo is actually on the 7th, so this Tuesday is going to be happening. But as we know, the energies start to build 3 days before and 3 days after the actual date. So in London on Tuesday at 20 to 1 p.m, so like around lunchtime, that's when the moon is full. But of course, I'm sure you've already all been feeling these energies. I know Amu has. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that, Amu?
Well, you know, this over planning thing and like being in your head and overthinking everything.
Yeah, you've been feeling that one.
It's like I have literally 3 things to do this week, and I'm like, oh my God, hopefully I'm gonna have enough time. 3 things.
Yeah, I've been feeling it like that. So like I'm a big list writer, and so usually I'm writing my to-do list and then I'm like gently ticking things off. But lately I just keep writing it and like rewriting it and then being like, oh no, let me add that, let me write it here actually. And it's like, baby, you haven't done anything on it yet. You're just writing lists. But yeah, hopefully by Tuesday or the end of next week at least, we're going to start to feel a little more settled into it. So yeah, in terms of this specific full moon, Virgo, what does Virgo mean? Hang on, can I try and get rid of this? I don't know why that's in the middle of my screen like that. There we go, let's put it up there. Yeah, so what does Virgo mean? So it's an earth sign. And Amu, you're a Taurus, aren't you? So Amu is an earth sign also. The earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and oh my gosh, Capricorn. Yes, there we go. Mind went blank there. Yeah, so it's all about, Virgo is often about purification, clearing and cleansing. So I was just speaking to another like witch friend of mine, and she was like, oh, what's going on? I'm like really driven to get out into my herb garden and like tidy it all up and plant the seeds and prepare for like the next harvest. And I was like, yeah, babe, it's full moon in Virgo. Like that's exactly what we will feel like doing. It's like, it's a very organized, methodical sign. So you might find that you've been like wanting to pin down that person who said they'd do a podcast recording with you and like really nail them down to a date this week, or you've been looking at your holiday plans and trying to like confirm with work that you're definitely getting XYZ dates off so you can put your holiday in the diary. You know, it's that kind of administrative tidying up energy that Virgo's really strong on. It's also the ancient wisdom keepers of the earth. So things like rivers and oceans, and the wisdom there is going to maybe be illuminated among below this Virgo moon. So you know how we don't really know anything about what's down in our oceans because they're so vast and so deep. When we have Virgo full moons coming in, it's likely that our knowledge about such things might really open up, and we might find a big discovery, and like then we'll know a lot more. And things like herbs and medicinal properties and rocks and stones, minerals, things like that, all the things that the earth provides for humans that we have maybe lost the knowledge of, or that has been co-opted by like pharmaceutical and like mainstream Western medicine. Virgo is ruling that more indigenous ancient wisdom. Yeah, so it's also about digestion as well. And actually, this is kind of gross, but I will share. I'm going to do a little overshare for you. I never, ever, ever have like bowel problems. But this last week, I've been having like a little bit more loose stool than normal. And I think it's this moon. It has to be, because I never get that. And, you know, it's not like a big deal, but I put it down to, I just recently started taking moringa powder in my water. So I think my body isn't used to having all those amino acids. And so
moringa is a laxative. Moringa is like coffee, it activates your system.
Right.
And it gives you energy.
Okay, yeah. So in keeping with this Virgo full moon, it can drive us to like re-establish health routines or recommit to, you know, exercise or getting better sleep or anything to do with our daily lives and our health. So I started taking moringa, and then I had these digestion issues. So yeah, that makes total sense. But I'm happy to say I've just reduced how much I'm taking, and it has kind of leveled out, because yeah, it says to take like 3 spoonfuls a day, I believe, but even on 1 spoonful, that was way too much for me. So I'm just doing a small teaspoon each day, and that seems to be working.
Yeah, that's a lot, because when you, for example, when you eat seeds, it's only 1, like you eat 1 in the morning and you're good for the day. And obviously 1 seed is so small, it doesn't do like 3 spoons of powder.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I wonder if when they've converted it to powder, they're forgetting like how potent it is, or how much you actually get in that powdered form. Because yeah, if I was taking 3 a day, I would like not toilet. So no.
And it would be literally liquid. Sorry for the details, but yeah.
Exactly. It was getting a bit nasty. So it's also, Virgo's also about the importance of our planet's elements. So our rivers, our oceans, the forests, the lakes, mountains, caves, rocks, stones, metal in the ground, metal ore, things like that are really at the forefront when we have a Virgo full moon. So we might see some like revelations this month about like protecting forests or protecting our oceans, or maybe there's going to like be a discovery of like some gold mine or silver mine somewhere. That type of thing is always coming up with Virgo full moon. So I feel like I've spoken for about a year, so I am hoping. Amu, did you want to add anything?
No, that sounds about right.
Okay, cool. And are you going to give us a reading at some point? Is that the plan?
Yeah, after the ceremony.
Fantastic. All right then, so I'll just keep at it, but jump in if you have anything to add, or if it's reminded you of anything. So Virgos are ruled by Mercury, same as me, same as Gemini. So there's not often that 2 signs are ruled by the same planet. I think it only happened 2 or 3 times in the whole signs. So yes, Mercury is ruling Virgo and Gemini. So Mercury is this like really quick planet. Is to do with like communication, social media, the internet, all these like fast-paced like advanced technologies. Yeah, so we might find around this time that our mental energy and like the information coming at us is like really rapid and sporadic and like overwhelming at the moment. And I find that generally, but I have found myself like wanting to distance, you know, I usually go on Instagram and TikTok and Rumble, but this week I've just been like, oh no, that's like too much at the moment. I've got enough in my head without putting more in. Yeah, so I've really connected with that energy this week. So we're now going to take a little look at the houses that this full moon is hitting for people. So these are the houses that each one and each sign is going to be impacted by this moon. So Amu, what have you got going on?
I'm a Taurus, so house number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Which is romance, creativity, children, pleasure, love, affair. No, I don't feel concerned.
Wait, let me
There's
think.
nothing going on that side.
Children, pleasure. I mean, what
Well,
about
pleasure.
yeah, and I think your creativity is like definitely bubbling. Like you've been all over TikTok with your little sketches.
Yeah, that's true. And like I feel like the past 2 days my brain has been spinning, and I've been like thinking about project and how to put my ideas in the physical realm. So
Yeah,
yeah, it makes sense.
and pleasure, I mean, that's a really broad one, isn't it? Because pleasure can come from so many different places. Like
Yes. Yes, I could connect that pleasure with the health part, because eating is part of one of my pleasures. And I've been trying to eat better, well, my situation wasn't really stable in the past couple months, and now I'm back on track, and like I've been prioritizing eating well, and this is a pleasure to me, like to spend time in the kitchen and cook and eat nice things.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's such a Virgo thing as well, isn't it? Like eating, yeah, we don't think of it as anything, but it's the earth providing the sustenance that humans need to live. So it's such a Virgo earth sign thing. Yeah.
Earth sign thing. Yeah. I know Taurus are, them love food, them love eat.
Yeah.
But they like, it have to be nice. So
yeah, it's the pleasure, isn't it, as humans? Like it's kind of like one of those things where it's like the ordinary extraordinary kind of thing, a bit like birth. Like we have to eat, so we kind of start to approach it as a nothing thing, but actually it's like the only thing that matters in a sense.
right, because it's not everyone. I met someone recently, and the person was telling me how they don't care about the food. It's just like, well, I have to feed myself because otherwise I'm gonna die. So the person is not even excited to eat. The person don't even eat before they feel hunger and like weakness. You understand? So
Wow.
it's not even a pleasure for them. I'm like, you're missing something.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it can be a really good indicator of our mental health and our mood and our vitality. If you're approaching food as like, oh, I just have to do it to live, I guess that's a good signal that you have let your energy and your vitality go where. So you need
Good
to
point.
health routines. Yeah. We've just had lovely Janelva enter. Welcome, darling. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, really good.
Sorry, I just saw your message.
No, it's fine. Thanks for coming. So Amu and I are just talking about which house the full moon in Virgo is going to be impacting for each sign. So do you know your star sign and your what's the other one?
Rising.
My star sign's Taurus.
Oh, another Taurus.
Rising. Oh, I'd have to fish that out. I don't know what my rising is. How do you figure out the rising?
Oh, that's fine. You need to put do you know your time of birth, specific time?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
After this, or maybe I could do it for you now. We can pop it into a little website, and it just tells it pumps out like a little, it's called a birth chart, so it will tell you everything that was going on in your chart at that time. But
okay.
the time we'll just speak about Taurus, because actually we were just discussing that it's house 5 for Taurians. Because Amu is actually Amu, this is Janelva, this is Amu, and Amu's a Taurus too.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I'm out.
So the fifth house. The fifth house is about romance, creativity, children, pleasure, and love affairs. So everything in those topics are going to be most impacted for you. That's
exactly what I'm calling in anyway. Those are all the topics that I want to manifest. So that's really good.
Very nice. Amu, do you mind, can I give you host, or do you not have your laptop at the moment to put this?
Yes, Mongoose is trying to connect, but
okay, cool.
I think it's a Wi-Fi problem.
Okay, fine. Okay.
It says join. So
I can't see anyone waiting in the waiting room, so maybe.
No, because you let me in already.
Oh, so what would I have to do is change who's the host?
It's just my laptop won't connect because the Wi-Fi connection is not strong enough, I think. So you cannot make me host.
Okay, no problem. I could probably do it on my phone. If you pop, Janelva, your time, date, and place of birth, if you don't mind, we could find out what your rising sign is.
Okay, let me just here we go.
But yeah, in the meantime, yes, in fact, I know that Janelva is very keen on getting some more romance and love in her life at this time. Aren't we all?
Definitely, without a doubt.
So Anu, you're a Leo rising, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it'll also be impacting your second house, which is of cash, property and possessions, values, including how you value yourself.
I can feel that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense to me about, you know, how you were living in one place and it was like not really a great environment for you.
Yeah.
But you kind of just.
And now I have peace of mind. And yeah, I mean, it's still not my place, but it just feel like home way more. And like, I know that I'm always welcome here. So it's like, basically it's my house, even if it's not my house.
Yes. So that's like valuing yourself to be in a place, you know, where we live is so important. So if you're in a place where you're not feeling good, then yeah.
I feel much more comfortable. I feel much more, you know, like I can be myself because first of all, there's nobody around, but most of it, there's, you know how there's a lot of Christian people around here, and Christian people and witchy people don't really get along. So there's nobody around. I have no one to care of. I have no one to think about when I say something or wake up in the morning or, you know, live my basic day-to-day life.
Yeah, that's nice.
Really nice, yeah.
Cool. So Janelva, let me just put your details in so we can see which other house it'll be, because we like to check what your rising and birth sign is doing. It just gives us a bit more. And Amu, maybe you could, while I'm finding this, what is it about the star sign and the rising? What do they express?
Yes. I was working on a document this morning. I have this information. Okay, so your sun sign is basically your identity, your individuality, and your vitality. Your moon sign is your inner self, your emotional nature, and your intent. So basically what's inside. And your rising sign is more physical. So it's your appearance, your first impression. Yeah, basically. So it's how you present yourself to the world.
Okay. Sorry, Janelva, do you mind telling us the year, or is that?
Oh no, did I not put it in there? Sorry.
I thought you were trying to be coy.
Sometimes I do try to forget.
I'm 22, ladies.
I'm 36 years young. I'm 37 in a few months. That's crazy to me.
There you go.
Thank you, babe.
I'm not gonna
there. So yeah, is it weird that I am trying to like distance myself from my Gemini-ness a little bit? I want to embrace my Sagittarius because I feel like I've had enough of being an air sign and I want some fire. So yeah, I might try passing as a Sag.
Do you have a lot of fire sign in your chart in general?
I think it's pretty evenly spread, apart from I don't have a lot of earth, I don't think, but everything else I've quite a bit of.
So you're not really grounded.
I'm not really from here. I'm just visiting.
Right.
Sorry, let me put the presentation back up while I find this for Janelle.
But I think you must have a lot of fire sign in your chart because you're like you're a passionate person, like you work with drive, and you have so much willpower. It's like you see something and you go towards it and you don't stop until you reach. This is really fire sign.
This is true, but you know, I think that might be coming from, I have Libra midheaven, so sometimes I think sometimes that drive is from that, because my sense of justice is like so strong that I'm just like, I won't stop because this isn't fair, you know.
Yeah, but in general, in your life in general, not only like when you have a because I was thinking about this one example with Onyx, but in general, like when you start something, you put your whole heart into it. Like
I'm
this
like a dog with a bone.
this like this moon ceremony that you take really seriously, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be there every 2 weeks, no matter what. And like this is like you've decided and you're going through, you understand?
Yeah, I guess. Thank you. That's really sweet to hear. I like that. Janelva, so I found your chart. I'm going to send it through to you on WhatsApp, and then you'll have it. But you'll also be able to see that you are a, oh God, I just looked and I've already forgotten what your rising was. Where is it? Let me send them first. There we go. Oh, you're a Virgo.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, you got quite a bit of Virgo in your chart, actually. I noticed that straight away. Yeah, so that's maybe why you've been drawn to this full moon.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's see what else so that's first house, which is like what Amu said, the appearance, your self-image, identity, how you come across. So have you felt any sort of the full moon energies rumbling that part of your life, your appearance and your image and your self-identity? You haven't dyed your hair pink or anything, so there's a start.
I would love to, but work wouldn't allow it. But no, do you know what? Actually, no, I have changed my image because I'm newly single. So it's like I'm going out and I'm presenting myself in a way that, yeah, in a different way.
Like you put your best self out there.
Exactly. Every day I try to make sure that I'm presenting myself basically, where sometimes, you sort of roll out of bed and get on with it. I think it makes you feel good as well. I'm not a person to put makeup on all the time, but I've definitely looked at a lot of color therapy at the moment. So for myself, but also to emit that to other people in my space as well.
It's crazy what a difference it makes, doesn't it? Because I've been doing a lot of social media stuff lately, so I've actually been putting makeup on every day, which I never do, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like a different person. I'm like strutting around like voguing, and it's like, all right, babe, you've only got a bit of blusher on, calm down.
It does make a difference. I can't like sustain it for too long though.
No, me neither. Today I haven't bothered because I was like, oh, I don't need to do anything today, so I'll just be my skanky self in a tracksuit.
Vitamin E oil, that's all I've used.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Skin.
So that's so you had 5 and 1, Amu had 5, and what was your Leo stuff doing? Oh, second house. So that is, oh yeah, sorry, we did that one.
Cash, property, possession, value, including how you value it.
Nice. So I don't know if you saw, Janelva, we were a bit slow with the promotion on this one. So we are hoping that everyone will have a list of things that they want to release. And if you don't, you can just jot a few things down now, because full moons are all about letting go and releasing and giving it up to the universe or God or whatever word you're comfortable using. So if you want, you can share with us what you'll be releasing. I have a A4 page double-sided of what I'll be releasing, so I'll probably just share a couple, because otherwise we'll be here all night.
I think the ones that come to mind are my past relationships, but also there's two things. One, how I've approached it, but also the person I chose, if that makes sense. So I want to release any patterns that I continued. So I go in with a fresh start for the rest of the year when meeting new people, and make decisions for myself rather than because the situation feels right. And the second thing I definitely want to release is I've lost two babies and just buried one the other day. And I think I just want to release the, I suppose, the pain and disappointment that is in the gut, you know, the pit of your stomach, and releasing it in order to know that something will come this year, that things will happen.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, I've got one of those on my list about rain. My son that passed in May. Like, yeah, I really just want to not forget, because I'll never forget, but just just
have peace with it.
Yeah, exactly. Not have it always be such a like regret and wondering what if this and what if that, and any tiny thing that could have been different. Well, it wasn't different. So don't live there, live here in the now.
And I kind of want to go into, you know, the hope is I meet somebody, I try for another children, whatever, and I just don't take the memories of those experiences and the sort of negative thoughts that can, you know, sort of impact how you feel when you're pregnant. So yeah, that's definitely the two things I want to release. And the third one, releasing the bad energy from people around me that don't matter.
I like that.
Licking them away. And this year is definitely a year of me just telling people what it is, if they even try me, basically.
Yes.
In a nice way.
I love that.
With a bit of Reiki dust.
On that one. Yeah.
My list is about the same. It's funny. It resonates in me really much what you just said, especially the part about you know, when you attract the same kind of people. At one point it's like you understand it, so now you have the knowledge, you just have to turn it into wisdom and actually work and act accordingly, because you know, sometimes it's just you don't pay attention to the sign that were presented to you and you're like, never mind.
I ignore it. I know what I'm doing wrong sometimes, and I'm just like, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, why do I keep getting the same results? You know,
it was fun at the time.
I keep telling people, would you watch the same movie twice and expect a different ending?
Exactly. That's
really the answer is no.
That's really good. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, I've been having I did a podcast earlier this week, and the lady that was on that was quite like spiritual, and she kept talking about how we shouldn't be how did she put it? Like, not to be anti something, but to just create something new. And how, you know, it's not your business how, and it was actually in the birth world, which Janelle, you'll know about. Like, she was saying, it's not your business how awful the NHS is. Your business is, how do I be the best support for women, and how do I create an alternative to the NHS maternity services so that I don't have to moan about them, because I'll just say, well, don't worry about them, come over here, we've got this awesome thing happening this side.
Right.
But it's so hard not to be anti. I think sometimes it's easier to get wrapped up in the drama of being like, oh, I'm just going to oppose and challenge and fight. But it's more productive to just create.
Promote what you actually...
Exactly. Because that's how the universe works, isn't it? If you start moaning and complaining about what you don't want, the universe hears that and gives you more of it. But if you're just giving gratitude for what you do have, even if it's something small, the universe goes, oh, okay, that's what she likes, give her more of that.
Yeah.
We know this stuff, but it's so actually hard to implement it and to do it on a regular basis.
Definitely.
Yeah. What else do we have here? Okay, so we're going to do a ceremony. Do you want to have 5 minutes, Janelva, to write a little more, or are you happy with what you've got? I know we've kind of on you because it was lastminute.com.
No, I think I'm okay. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. How about you, Amu? You good to go? Or do you want to share?
Well, I would say, yeah, I'm grateful to be in this present state of mind, and I'm grateful for all the past and coming blessings. I'm also proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. And I release this place that you know about and whoever was there at the time physically, and I forgive myself for not paying attention to the signs. I also release and let go of any cord that are slowing me down from growth. All these people that left my life in this astrological year are now in the past with their energy and their influence. So live my life.
Oh, thank you for that. Yes, that's brilliant. I'm going to take that as well, please. Universe, that was my order also. Yeah, that's really good because you probably know, Janelva, but we're coming up on the astrological new year. So on the 20th or the 21st of March, we're starting the 12 sign cycle again. So yeah, this is kind of like a really powerful one to be like, okay, that happened, that's gone, and now what's next? Yeah. Cool. I'm just going to go and grab my plant because I'm going to bury mine in my plant. So let me just grab that. And if you want to, you can see on the screen there, this is the incantation that we're going to use. So we'll chant this together 3 times as we bury our list.
We don't see your screen.
Oh.
I've
you have to share it again.
Screen either.
Oh, weird. I don't know why it stopped sharing. Sorry about that. Where is that gone then? Oh. Share screen. Oh, that's weird. It just stopped. Did I give it over to you, Amu? Or did it just go?
No, I don't think so.
Huh, strange. Okay. The internet's been doing some weird stuff to me. WhatsApp and everything like that's just been funky the last few days. There you go. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Right, so I'm gonna go and get me my plant to bury it. This poor plant.
Yes, my plant. Oh, I left Ria outside for so many days.
Oh, well, is she okay?
She's okay because she needed water and some fresh air because it's kind of stuffy in the room.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've only got 1 plant in the whole flat at the moment because when I went away to Jamaica, I gave them all away, like my big house plants and that. So this poor plant gets everything. It gets period blood, it gets wishes, it gets intentions, it gets forgiveness, it's just
this is wonderful. It's gonna grow magically.
Yeah, it is. It's a big girl. It's growing already. My mum saw it the other day and she was like, oh, is that plant I gave you? That's doing well. And I was like, Oh gosh, how do I get it down? I've tied it up there, haven't I? Just bear with me. I've tied it on. Yeah. Oh, okay, there she is. Oh, who's this? Kathleen Cherry. Is this your mum?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right on time.
Hello, Kathleen. Yeah, you that was well timed. You've come for the ceremony. Come for the ceremony, stay for the good vibes. Oh God, I've lost my list now. I've lost my forgiveness list.
To dig. Oh, I found something. Oh God, this plant need a new pot and maybe soil.
Yeah, this one could do a bit more watering.
So I need to get a plant as well.
It's up to you, my love. You can burn it if you prefer. We just tried to stick with the element of the sign. So Virgo's an earth sign, so we thought we'd bury it. But if you only have a lighter.
No. I definitely have a plant. I want to bury it.
Okay.
Yay.
Hold on, let me get my plant.
Take your time, my love, no rush. I've just thought of another one I'm going to add. Kathleen, we're just about to bury our forgiveness list. So if you haven't already, you can do a little, if you grab a bit of paper, you can jot down a little list of things that you want to release or forgive or forget. And then we're going to bury them. In fact, I might take a photo of this so I can remember.
Yeah, I took a picture of mine before I buried it.
Because then next time, if I'm ever bringing any of this crap up, I can be like, oh, no, that's buried. We don't want that anymore.
Yeah, but at the same time, if it's still on your mind, you should bury it twice. Or burying it next time.
Right.
Burying it, yeah. What's going on with my camera? All right. Abu, do you remember what we decided? How is it best to do the incantation? Does everybody mute and one person say it?
Well, oh no, I was gonna say there are 3 of us who can say it.
Once each, yeah.
Well, once each. But there's 4 of us.
Well, maybe shall I just say it and I'll mute you all while I do it? Because I feel like when we're all saying it, it gets really like,
yep,
you know, the pace is all over the place. So okay, cool. So I'm gonna read my list once more and just like meditate on how amazing I'm gonna feel when this is no longer in my life. And then I will do the incantation 3 times as I bury it. And so I will mute everyone if I can.
I buried mine already.
Oh, you have? Okay, fine. You can just do the incantation then.
Yeah. Well, I can do it while you dig if you want.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Do you want to do it then, Amu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see it there?
Right.
It's a little poem that I wrote. Yeah.
Ready now?
Oh no. So let me read this and then I will give you the thumbs up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool. We could be here a while. All right.
I lay all this badness to rest at the feet of Archangel Gabriel in the west. This is no longer mine, so I send it back to source, transmitted by Archangel Uriel of the north. I lay all this badness to rest at the feet of Archangel Gabriel in the west. This is no longer mine, so I send it back to the source, transmitted by Archangel Uriel of the north. I lay all this badness to rest at the feet of Archangel Gabriel in the west. This is no longer mine, so I send it back to source, transmitted by Archangel Uriel of the north.
Woo! Amazing. Thank you. That was so nice not to have to read it, actually. I enjoyed that. I'm a very audio person.
Positive.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was nice to just have it not, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. How did that feel, Janelva?
You muted her.
Oh, sorry.
Wait.
I muted myself. I muted myself.
Oh,
thank you.
That felt amazing. Yeah, to just, yeah, I put it in a really small plant, so I'm going to enjoy watching it grow, and just flourish. They go really big, these ones.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And you can rub it every now and then, or like talk to it, so you like reinforce the energy every now and then.
Brilliant. I will do that.
That was lovely. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I like this. I think this is the first time we're doing an earth ceremony.
It is.
Fire and water.
It's exciting.
It's really cool. I didn't think I'd like it. I was a bit like, oh, it just seems like a gimmick. Oh yeah, we'll bury it. But it's really powerful. I like
Yes,
it.
and I love the prayer you wrote as well, the little poem.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I had wanted to bring in west, north, east, south, but I just thought Archangel Oriel, I think it is. Yeah, is the earth angel. So I thought I'll just bring him in, and I don't know why I put Gabriel. Just felt right.
It worked because it's about like letting go, and wait, I have this where it is.
Yeah, because what is west? Is that fire?
Maybe Kathleen have a faster answer about Gabriel.
Yeah, I think it was fire energy, Gabriel. Oh no, water. Yeah, Angel Gabriel is water, and he's cups and female energy. And Oriel is north, earth, pentacles, and female energies.
Oh, it's Michael I have and Raphael, so it doesn't have anything to do.
Oh yeah, Michael is fire. Michael is the angel of the south, and his element is fire, and he represents wands and male stuff. Yeah, it was good. All right, what do we have next? Because we've got about 20 minutes left. Yes, Ami's going to do a little tarot reading for full moon.
Yes. Oh, I should have pulled out the card. Anyways, you can see it on screen. You can zoom in on the left side when it says Mercury for the first part. Yay.
Oh my God.
So, that's good. First of all, we have full moon, and if you are into astrology, you know already that full moon are about purification. So it's time to practice compassion and forgiveness and release what no longer serves you, what we just did. So forgive what or whoever hurt you and express gratitude toward them. Have compassion for yourself and celebrate your accomplishments. Cleanse your mind, your space, your environment. Get rid of ideas, things, and people that don't benefit your growth anymore.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Now talking about Mercury. So Mercury rules both Virgo and Gemini. We saw it earlier. Mercury, it is also called the planet of communication, which implore you to express yourself often and clearly. So you might feel like you want and need to speak up even more.
Yes.
Virgo. So Virgo's zodiac sign is firmly grounded in reality. Virgo's practical energy will help you organize and stay focused. So it's an earth sign that moves cautiously and with intention. But right now we also have the sun in Pisces. And so you might be juggling between organize and work hard, which is Virgo, and emotional and exhausted, which is the Pisces.
Oh my God.
So it's important you release inner critic and focus on peace of mind. So try not to overanalyze things and look at the bigger picture instead. Listen to how you feel and act accordingly, basically.
Oh, nice.
Virgo is ruled by the 6th house. So it's mostly about your self-improvement, so your daily routine, work habits, and your health, nutrition. So you might feel called to focus on those areas of your life. And it's a good thing because, I mean, everything starts from self. So from the moment self is good, the rest is kind of good. You can move on the right side of the screen now.
I will.
For the card.
Can you talk a little about these lungs that I keep seeing on these cards, or do you do that later?
Okay, so on the left card, it's actually hearts that
Oh,
you
it's
see.
hearts there, yeah.
And when you look at the picture, just looking at the imagery, like this man woman, because it's half a man, half a woman. So this person is nurturing the seed that has already been planted, and the seed come from where? The heart.
Okay.
Right? So it's like your heart is whatever heartfelt connection you have, whatever passion you have, when it comes from within, from love, this is what's important to nurture at the time. So listen to your intuition, and your intuition will guide which seeds need to be nurtured.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
And on the right side, we have the lungs. So all this part of the system is impacted. You know, when I was saying you might feel the need to speak up.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes from the lung, your voice, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's about your expression.
You need to get it off your chest. Yeah, cool.
Get it off your chest, right.
That's great. Okay, and this side now you want?
Yeah, on the right side, we have, I put there 3 different, what's it called? Hermit card, because Virgo is represented by the Hermit card in Tarot.
That's interesting. Okay.
So the Hermit suggests introspection and understanding. Basically, it's about taking a walk inside your head and turn that knowledge into wisdom. So as we were saying earlier, when you have, okay, if we were talking about, for example, we attract the same kind of person, or we attract the same kind of situation. This happened because we haven't learned a certain lesson. So universe is going to send the same thing over and over until we realize, we understand the pattern, and then we turn this knowledge into wisdom, meaning, well, we're not falling for it anymore.
That makes sense.
So this is what I had for you today.
Oh, that is so great. Thank you. They're beautiful cards as well. What is this deck on the left in the front?
On the left side, it's Tarot Marseille. So it's really classic tarot card.
Yeah.
And it's like this old man is walking on the left side. The left side is kind of the past. So basically he's reflecting, and he's holding a lantern, which is brighten up the past, brighten up what happened already. So basically understanding, and he's turning this knowledge into wisdom. He's bringing light into what happened, and yeah.
Right.
And on the right side, you have it's the turtle, and you know how the turtle is inside her carapace. What's that word? Inside her house. So that's her palace. That's her temple. And the turtle is going inside when it's scared, when it's sleeping, when it's basically doing inner work from the inside. Yeah, usually inner work happens from the inside, but it's like, you know, it's like you're protected inside, and if you cherish your inside, you're good.
Yes. Okay. Got it. Thank you. That was brilliant. And Janelle was just put in the chat that she is really interested that the lungs are on there because she's had a chest infection that won't shift for a while. And I myself have been coughing this week, and yeah, I think it might be, you know, that big train derailment as well. I think I'm like psychosomatically, because it's in America, so it hasn't traveled to the UK, but I'm like, I feel like I'm having like some phantom, like in sympathy for them, I'm like starting to cough, which is very silly, but
it's true that I feel kind of stuffy since the past 2 days, 3 days. It's like I have a hard time breathing.
Some respiratory stuff going on for sure. Oh, and Janelle saw a massive turtle when she visited Oida and gave an offering to her ancestors. Amazing. That's so I've actually just remembered that I have this deck. I don't know if you can still see me without this. Yeah. So I have this deck that has moon stuff on it. And the full moon in Virgo affirmation is you are good enough.
Yay.
I like very short and simple, and it's true, and it kind of links to what we were saying, like honoring ourselves and not accepting crap. Is
having compassion,
like, and enough self-esteem that we're like, no, that's not going to be good for me, so just let it go. Don't entertain it. Awesome. So we've got another 10 minutes, and I think, is that our last slide, or are there more? Oh no.
Our information after that.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So just to let you know, this is us. I'm Fist Bump Birth on Insta, and you are ammo.clarity. And the next one, I'm really looking forward to this because it's going to be like a kind of party vibe, isn't it? So because it's the actual, it's New Year. It's Witches New Year, baby.
Yeah.
So we're going to really promote that one for 2 weeks' time. It's going to be the same time, Sunday at 5, and we're going to invite you to, like, you know, dress up, bring your chalice with a little bit of wine or coconut water or whatever it is that you like to imbibe to get your party spirit. And yeah, we're going to push that one quite hard. So we hope you will come back for that in 2 weeks.
Rain.
Hello, Janelva.
I'm Kathleen.
Oh, Kathleen, sorry, darling. Hello.
No, it's okay. Is it too late to come back to show me the last picture?
Of course.
Yeah.
Not. Oh, yeah,
I would like to say something about the turtle and the environment of the turtle.
Yes, please.
Can you show it bigger, please?
Yep. I cannot believe we can zoom in. That's blown my mind.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, it's a candle. Okay. When you see the turtle, she's in the front of mountains.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this, the things what it says to me is sometimes you might feel that things doesn't go the way you wish, doesn't go fast as you wish. But you don't have to worry, because the turtle makes her path anyways, even if it does take time.
Yes, like slow and steady wins the race type thing.
Exactly. The bird is a owl.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. The owl is a night bird. So he has the capacity to see in the dark. So it helps you to see things you don't see brightly at first.
Right.
And the dark means your inner self.
Okay.
Okay, so you might, if you don't see something in the bright light, it doesn't matter. You can see many things in your inner self in the dark.
See how the owl is holding a key, like the owl has the key.
So so you can find the keys, the response in yourself. Yeah. And above all of this, you see the star.
Yeah.
So the star is a kind of a light. Down the star, we can see a candle.
Yep.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I hadn't until you said it, but now I do. Yeah, thank you.
So yes, don't worry when things are dark. You have the answers. You have the lights, just like the hermit can guide you in the dark because he has the light to guide you.
Yes, it's like in our inner knowing, isn't it? Our intuition, our deeper selves that just know that everything's okay and what to do.
Yeah, and sometimes it's someone who came at you and give you the answers you were asking for.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful card.
Yeah, it's really.
So basically, it's knowing that your path will be enlightened when it's time.
Yeah, and I guess like when you're going through dark times, just knowing that it's not permanent. The light's going to return.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. What a pleasure to have a beautiful mother-daughter tarot team on the call. Thank you. Yeah, it's so detailed what you can get from each card, isn't it? Like, I think in my practice, I need to be a bit more like, scrutinizing it and seeing, what colors, who's where.
And stop using the book.
Exactly. I'm not using the book anymore. Well, a little bit, still a little bit. Amazing. Thank you. Yeah, because I would not have spotted that candle, I don't think. Yeah, it's really cool. All right. Anyone else have any parting comments, or shall we say goodbye? Janelva, are you still with us? Are you able to talk, or did you have to go on mute?
No, I just went on mute to listen.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Just to say, I agree with what everyone said, and Kathleen, the Hermit card, the last one, it is beautiful, and it's just, as a fellow reader, it's really nice to look at all of them. The lungs definitely under Mercury stood out for me. And like I say, when I went to Ouida in Benin, West Africa, I did this offering, and this massive turtle came out of nowhere after we did it and just followed us around for gosh, about 20 minutes. It was such a spiritual and weird feeling, but to see it on that tarot card just affirms what the offering and the blessing we sent and put into the sea, but also what we've just buried as well. So that was really good. Thank you for that.
And they live for a long time, don't they?
They do, and this was definitely, it was well over 100 years. It was massive.
Oh my gosh, that must have been so like, oh yeah, giving me goosebumps just telling
me.
It's
quite scary actually, but then it was like, actually just respect her space, and we just run at this beach together, the turtle, myself and a friend, and I've got it on video. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, please, because we saw a shark in Jamaica, and it's just like, when you see these animals that you usually just see in books or on TV, when you see them in real life, it kind of, it's such a weird thing. It blows your mind. It's scary, but it's also like,
it's like unreal.
Yeah, exactly. Very like hallucinogenic almost.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right then. You're very welcome. Yeah, and hope to see you at the party, the New Year's party. All right, guys, thanks very much for coming, and have a lovely week, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
You're very welcome.